Okay, looks like we've got some viewers jumping in here. We're just kind of getting things up and running here, folks. This is our first official, unofficial training for AMP. And yeah, we're going to be using this setup here. I was hoping to have a couple of the other leaders on here, but it looks like they might be having a hard time getting plugged in. So if you'll just bear with us for, just 2 minutes, we're going to get things situated and we will get started. Okay, looks like we can everybody, can you hear me okay? All right, let's see what he gets here. Hold on, we're trying to get Ryan plugged in here. It's no conversations. All right. What's happening, Ampers? Justin Halliday, happy to have you join us tonight. Looks like everybody's having some issues. Supposed to have Dave Duke on here, supposed to have Ryan on here, supposed to have Jennifer Grimes on here. Looks like we had a miscommunication, and so you get me and only me. Hope that's okay with you. It's okay with me. I've done 1 million of these, and I'll do 1 million more. But basically, I'm going to go ahead and shut these messages off. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and say right now, if you'll just give me 2 seconds. All right, let me go ahead and kill that. And let me focus on you. Folks, we've got ourselves a sleeper here. This thing is about to erupt. It's about to explode. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I just dropped a new video in the AMP group. And the video is hot. We actually have the AMP store is on the back end, behind the scenes. It's up, and it is loaded with our content. Thousands. I couldn't even count all of the apps and games that are in there. You can browse through games by top rated, most played, free games, paid games. You've got your fitness apps and your social apps. I saw Facebook in there. I think I saw Spotify in there for music. Pandora, it's pretty awesome. So make sure you go back and check that video out. You're able to share that video with anyone at this point. And then early next week, our goal is to get a new capture page set up with that video on the capture page, which we believe showing people that the AMP store is actually there, it exists, will help us with some conversions. So what are we going to talk a little bit about tonight? First of all, my first topic is Facebook Lives. Facebook Lives. Why are we doing these live Facebook streaming videos? Well, first of all, they're pretty awesome. I've just started doing them, and I've got to say, I'm already addicted. I love them. I love engaging with the audience, with my Facebook friends, with my fans, with my followers, whatever you will. I love being able to engage with them in a live setting. It's pretty awesome. Put that aside, Facebook loves their Facebook Lives. It's the #1 promoted form of communication. What do I mean by that? Well, I mean, if you upload a picture to your Facebook, and so let's say it's an AMP logo, and you say, hey, check out my AMP, check out AMP, that picture has a likelihood of reaching, you ready for this? 10% of your friends. 10%. So if you have 1,000 friends, you would be lucky if 100 of them saw your picture in their newsfeed. Now, as people interact with that picture, as they like it, as they comment on it, and the engagement goes up, then that picture starts being served to more and more of your Facebook friends, okay? If you just put in a comment, you know, your status, hey, I love my new Facebook storefront, you know, check out the own your own mobile app store. If you put that as just a text in a status, it goes down to 6%. Facebook has rewritten their algorithms on how they serve up your content in a news feed to your friends and your social network, your followers. 6%. If you do a live feed, every one of your friends knows you went live. Everyone. So if you've got 5,000 friends, if you have 3,000 friends, if you have 500 friends and you go live, every one of your friends gets notified that you're going live. And they're going to check it out. They're going to click on it. Most of them, hey, what the heck? Dawn's going live. Let me see what she's talking about today. Now, they may or may not stick around, and that's where content comes. That's where your energy and your excitement and your attitude and all of that, your smile, all of that plays in. But Facebook Lives are served up to everybody, okay? Now, that being said, we are a we got somebody who's that popping in there. There he is.
Hey, I made it.
What's up, Dave?
What's going on? I'm looking a little rough, but that's okay.
Are you out in the man cave?
Yeah, I am. I'm in the pool house.
You're in the pool house, and so it's not hot in there anymore.
It's freezing in here.
So just so everybody knows, when Dave logs into the Cartina does her events out in Malaysia, Dave goes out to the pool house, and I remember the last one I was on was about a month ago, maybe a little bit longer than that, and Dave was in that pool room and he was dying because it was summer and no air conditioning.
Yeah, I was sweating profusely. Oh man, yeah. Now it's like 15 degrees out here. So
basically, you have opposite extremes. It's either 1,000 degrees or it's bitter cold.
We'll get it straight. Awesome. Hey, listen, as soon as we add a pool to the pool house, then we'll add air conditioning and heat. Okay.
There you go. I'm waiting for that day. That pool's coming. So listen, guys. Listen, as soon
as we add a pool to the pool house, then we'll add air conditioning and heat. Oh, let me take off the echo.
There you go. I'm waiting for that day. Hold on one second. I want to go ahead and do something here. Because I'm looking at these comments, and I can see the comments. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and minimize this. All right. So where's that background coming from? Do we know? There you go. I'm waiting for that day. Hold on one second. I want to go ahead and do something. That might be me. Hang on. I'm looking at these comments. There we go. All right, you can hear me all right, Dave? Dave, say something.
I had muted myself thinking I was the culprit.
Oh, okay. So we were just talking a little bit about Facebook Live. We were talking a little bit about how if you want to engage your friends, you know, Facebook has switched around the algorithms. It's less than 10% that actually see a picture that you post, unless, of course, people like it and comment on it and the engagement goes up. Then Facebook will start showing that more frequently in your news feed, so your friends can see it. Same thing with just a generic text status update. You know, it has a very low percentage likelihood that anybody's going to see it unless it becomes. That's why when we post something on our Facebook wall, if you're in a team chat, you want to go let your teammates know, hey, go juice up my post, go like it, go comment on it, because as that engagement starts to go up the threshold, Facebook's going to start to show it to more of your Facebook friends. But Facebook Live is absolutely the #1. They love it. They want everybody using it. And so when you do a Facebook Live session, every one of your friends is notified, and every one of them most of them are going to check in. Now, again, they may not stick around. They may not be interested in what you're talking about. It's another reason why you shouldn't always go live to share your business. Go live to go live. Dave did a video the other day with I think it was his daughter that was on there. And, you know, people love that stuff. You want to engage with your community. See, at the end of the day, what really matters most is people do business with people. In fact, I have a percentage breakdown on my whiteboard that I got from Ty Lopez. Ty Lopez breaks down. It's called the pyramid triangle, or the triangle of wealth, and it breaks down the different stages from poverty and being just in debt and broke, all the way up to being financially stable, even for just being wealthy. And he breaks down in that chart, it's 100%. 60% of the reason why people are going to join your business is because of you. Because of you. They're going to join AMP because of you. And so we're going to talk a little bit tonight about branding yourself and, you know, about that sort of stuff. But so when you're doing your Facebook Lives, you don't always have to do a live feed and sell. Do a live feed when you're at, like Dawn did the other night. I did one as well. We were out looking at Christmas lights. I had people on that feed that were just watching me as we were going through the Christmas lights. They get to know you. So 60% of the reason why somebody is going to join you in AMP is because of you. 30% of the reason why somebody is going to join you in AMP because of the process that you're taking them through. They're looking for simple. They're looking for something that they can do easily. And so if it's a matter of them sharing an AMP store and it's real simple and they see that it's simple, 30% of why they join the business is because of the simplicity or the process that you're taking them through. If you're all over the place, if you don't have your presentation down, if you don't know, listen, it's the same burger and same fries, guys. You should have it down pat that when somebody asks you what's your business about, boom, 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 you run through it. You know, they say about McDonald's, which does not have, and if I offend Dave, I know he likes McDonald's, but McDonald's does not have the best burger and fries in the world. But McDonald's is the #1 seller of burgers and fries. No matter where you go in the world, granted, there's some fancier ones and some less fancier ones. Granted, wherever you go in the world, when you walk into McDonald's, it's pretty much the same menu. It's pretty much the same Whopper is here as it's in California, as it's in or Big Mac, rather. Whopper's Burger King, right? It's the same Big Mac. And so they serve up the same burger and fries. I want you guys to start thinking about that. Start practicing. Have a bullet point list so you know what to give, what to provide as you go through that simple process. Believe it or not, 10%. So you have 60% of you. They joined 60% because of you, 30% because of the process. And so there's this little 10% left. 10% is the what? 10% is the business. It's AMP. So the smallest, littlest percentage of why they're going to join you is because of how cool AMP is. So think of that. You know, Ty Lopez relates it to a date. You know, when you go out with a date, you know, 60% of the reason why she's going out with you or he is because of you. 30% is the process of the date. What are we going to do on the date? 10% is where. If they're into you, they don't care where you go. Just like if you're forming good relationships with people and they want to work with you, it's not really that important as to what are we going to do together. The question is, are we going to make money together? The question is what you're showing me, am I going to be successful in that business? Now, typically I would talk a little bit about the money objection, but do we have one really? It's $32.99 one-time setup fee and $13.99 a month. If somebody tells you that they don't have the money, move on. Don't even try and work with that objection because that is absurd. It's $13.99 a month. So back to the Facebook Lives, guys, we control the tempo. We control the energy. We control the momentum. This group, the people who are on board now, the ones who are engaged, the ones who are plugged in, the ones who are, here at this training, the ones who are attending the lives. Here's what we have to do. We have to band together. We have to be an army, a small militia of sorts. And when I go live, or Amy went live earlier, or I know that Josh is watching this, and Josh is planning on going live tomorrow. He put it in the group. Especially when I'm doing these presentations, they're about 15-minute live sessions. You have got to jump on as soon as the live starts. I'm going to give everyone a 30-minute window, so in 30 minutes I'm going live. I may or may not do them from the group again. It looks like the views were a little bit down versus when I went live in my Facebook profile. Now, granted, my old account, which is still locked up, I'm hoping to hear something from that here soon, has more friends. But here's the deal, and I just tested it out today to make sure. When Amy went live today, I joined, and in the bottom left-hand corner of the phone, there's a little button that says share. And I click on that, and it gives me options. I can share it to my wall, or I could even invite friends. And so when Amy went live, I clicked invite, and I just started highlighting friends at random that are on my Facebook profile and sent them an invite to come and watch Amy's live. So this is what you guys have to be doing. If we can get these live feeds up to 100+ viewers. Now, the one I did on Tuesday night, that one was popping, guys. We had almost 50 live viewers on there. I think we had like 60-some shares within the first 5 or 6 minutes. 50 live viewers, but that number goes up and down because people come on, they stay, they go. They come on, they share, they go. Unfortunately, that one got taken down with my account. But the point is when I go live, or Dave goes live, or somebody goes live, and they're going to be talking about AMP, invite every one of your friends. Hop on early, share it. Now, pay attention here. When you share it, I guess you don't. I thought you were able to actually put in a comment, but it doesn't look like you get the capability of doing that. You can always go back and edit that post on your wall and add your link. But you're going to want to hop on as soon as the live feed starts. You're going to want to click share, and you're going to want to get it out there. We've got to get the live viewers up. And then you're going to want to comment in that feed. Comment. Juice the post. Talk about why you love it. Hey, this is amazing. We're launching in January, whatever it is. And make it contagious. So when people are on there, and I'll give you an example. You never know who's going to join the live feed. You never know who's going to join the live feed. I can't see everybody who's on here, but I want to say that Kathy, I think it's Kathy. No, I don't know if it was Kathy. Somebody that was looking at the business like a week ago and completely forgot about it, and saw that I think it was Kathy, shared the live feed from Tuesday night. And this young lady jumped on. She watched the 15-minute live feed, and somewhere in that comment, she said, "That's it. I'm sold. I'm in. This is amazing. Where can I get my AMP store?" And so what I did was I commented below, and I tagged Kathy, and I said, "Kathy, she's ready. Get her the link." Guys, this is a group effort. And so if I see somebody that comments on the live feed, even if I see it the next day, I get notified that somebody went and commented on my live feed. I'm going to go ahead and click on their profile and see who they're friends with. If they're friends with Dave Duke, I'm going to tag Dave and say, "Hey, Joe's interested. Get him a link." We're not here to take anybody's prospects. We want everybody to fill the matrix as quickly as they possibly can. So just to recap, jump on the live feeds as soon as you see them. Comment, share the live feeds as soon as it starts so that you can get some of your friends joining while it's live. And then comment and show some of your excitement in that live feed. Guys, I would love to be doing them I would do it three or four times a day. I would do a morning, a mid-morning, a mid-afternoon, and an evening. That's just an hour of my day, and it benefits everybody that's here. So the live feeds are huge, and we're going to be doing those more. In fact, I think personally, I think the live feeds are more beneficial than the 9 p.m. sizzle call. I would rather do a live feed every night at 9 p.m. than jump on that phone and do a sizzle call when really we've had such a low turnout in that I think it's more beneficial for the live feed. What I want to do go ahead, Dave, say something.
Real quick. Hey, I was just thinking, we also, the other piece in our arsenal is the page. You know, we have the groups and we have our own personal Facebook profiles, but then we have the corporate page. And if we were to do the live feeds from the corporate page, we could immediately point an ad at those live feeds.
Yeah, and that's what I want to do. We'll probably do a live feed, and then we'll do a sponsor. We'll sponsor it and send it out there. And then what we could even also do, Dave, which we'll get set up, is we're going to do a co-op and a rotator link. And so basically, we'll get a co-op. So for those of you that don't know what that terminology, a co-op means is everybody can pitch in 5, 10, 15, 20 bucks. We'll figure out what it is. We'll get one link, and we'll do a live feed. It'll see everybody's comments. It'll see all of the views, and then we'll sponsor that. So we'll pay to advertise that on all of the MLM people that are interested in online marketing or network marketing or apps or games or whatever. And in the comments, there will be one link. It says, if you like what you see, click here to get your own amp store. That will be a rotator. And so Dawn and Amy and Dave and Cartina and Melvin and me and Jen and everybody who wants to get involved in that, let's say we say it costs $10 to get on the rotator. You put in your 10 bucks, your link goes on that rotator. And so when somebody sees that sponsored ad in their news feed and they're like, this sounds pretty cool, and they click on that link to join, that person is going to go to Dave's website and sign up. Then the next person that clicks on that link, they might go to Amy's website and sign up. And then the next person might go to my website. And so what Dave's talking about is taking that live feed, doing it on the corporate Facebook page for AMP, sponsoring it out, and then we'll take it to another step, and we'll let everybody who wants to get involved in that co-op and throw something simple like 10, 20 bucks on there. I think it'll be great. What do you guys think? What do you think, Dave?
Yeah, because in the circles that I run in for advertising, for video ads were huge. But then when they discovered how engaged people get with live feed ads, because it says, like it'll say AMP was live, and people get really naturally curious when at the top of the ad post it says, this person or this entity was live, and people just get curious, so they want to check it out versus just your standard video ad, which doesn't say that. But
I agree. And then everybody's got to go and like it. So we get the likes up to 100 likes, we get the comments up to 200-300 comments, and then that just starts circulating out there. I think it's a great idea. So I think what we'll do is, maybe tomorrow, tomorrow's Saturday. I am going to go live tomorrow, just so everybody knows. It's probably going to be around midday. Again, even if you're out shopping with your family or you're at a sporting event, all you have to do is when I go live, make sure you have the notification set, jump on and share it, drop a couple comments in there, and then you can get back to what you're doing. But we'll start doing those. Dave, I want you to spend a few minutes to share with the group a little bit about engaging. Not so much because I know we had some success with this in the past. Rather than going in the groups and just blasting your link and hoping somebody clicks it, maybe teach these guys a little bit about how to create a post where you can get some engagement on there. And so something where, hey, if you're interested, if this is what you want to do, comment below, Dave, I'm in, and then taking that comment offline and working in a private message and getting them to the point where they want to actually click on your link. Can you share some of that stuff that you're doing with these guys?
Yeah, I mean, that kind of gets into like the little paid ad I was running a while ago. You want to connect with people. So when I was doing that, I targeted my state of Virginia because I was thinking that might be a great you know, keep a local market, and, you know, in the future we can have local meet if we get enough people in one state, meetings and et cetera. But yeah, you want to connect. So that's why I had the idea that if you did a post that showed a landmark that was easily recognizable behind you, and you targeted people in your area, they would instantly recognize that landmark. But you just want to connect with people, and that's why reaching out, you know, aside from doing posts, just the fact of reaching out to people. And, you know, that's how I found one of our best, you know, who I think is going to be an amazing leader, Jennifer Grimes. And I reached out to her, just a direct message saying, hey, would you be open? And that's who did that? The virtual upline guy, Bob, or whatever his name.
Yep. Bob Healy.
Yeah, just reach out and say, you know, this might not be for you, or this may or may not be for you, but would you be open? And that direct message to her, she was looking for something. And actually she told me, and an aside, she had been kind of praying for something to come. And then I sent her that message. So you just never know what stage someone's going to be in. And, you know, a direct connection, or if you're going to do a post, try to, you know, connect on some other level other than business. So it's all about engaging. So connecting, I don't know. That's the thing. You just got to, it's all about relationships and connecting with people. So.
Yep. Dave's spot on. Dave, I don't know. You sent me that message. I think you sent it to me, but I think it was on my old account. But it's when you ask somebody, when you just drop a link in a message to somebody, you know, they call that spamming your link. You know, I said this the other day, if you live by the groups, you will starve. If the only place that you're prospecting is the Facebook groups, whether you're doing 10 or 1,000 a day, I don't care, you will starve. That's one, and probably the least converted of anything. Think about it like this. Do you ever go through those groups and scroll to look for an opportunity? When was the last time you went to work from home group and were scrolling going, man, I really got to find a good business? I've never done it. I've never gone through a group and looked. And most of the people that all of you are trying to find, which is builders or leaders or rock stars, guess what? They're not going through the groups going, man, I hope I find my business today. You're going to have to go out and engage with those people. And so like Dave said, you know, Bob gave that tip. In fact, I probably have it written down in this notebook right here. Bob said, you know, this may or may not be for you. Dude, you know how much power? That's such a powerful statement, because it takes the burden. It takes the burden off of your prospect, who just now thinks if you say, hey, here's a video, watch this and get back to me, they almost feel like if they watch it, they have to be obligated to join your business. There's this burden of pressure that just comes on top of them when you say, hey, here's the video, watch this and get back to me. Most of the time they don't even watch it. But when you say this may or may not be for you, it immediately takes the pressure off. Oh, Dave realizes I might not be interested. Cool, I'll watch it. And so it's going to increase the number of people that actually click on your link, go to your capture page, or watch the video. And so, Dave, if you could send me that message, that I would like to, or we could share that in the group. What we probably should do is we probably should add a file in the file section. The pin post is cool, but I think we really got to start adding some more resources in the file section, and we could add one that we can continue to modify that says, you know, way to engage with your community. But hey, Dave, you know, I came across this really exciting business opportunity. It's dealing with apps and games. You know, it may or may not be for you, but I wanted to share this with you before any time passed. You know, let me know if you're interested, and I'll drop I'll drop a video link in here, just a quick little video. Again, that's a huge one. And then I'm going to give you the feel, felt, found one. This is another Bob Healy one. Actually, I've known this one longer than Bob, but Bob talks about this. when somebody comes back with an objection. So whatever it is, I'll give you a good one. So I just shared my link with you and you checked it out and you don't play any games and you've never downloaded and paid for an app on your phone. So you're gonna run across those people and they're gonna think this isn't for them. I don't play games. I've never downloaded an app on my phone, so clearly this is not something that's gonna work for me. Here's what you say. They say, hey, Justin, you know what, Justin, this looks really cool, but I never download games. I never play games. I never download apps. So clearly this isn't for me. Feel, felt, found. Ready? I understand how you feel, and I felt the same way. Or I understand how you feel, but I've got a guy who felt the same way. He's never downloaded a game in his life. But he found that when he just reached out to a few of his network, a few of his friends, a few of his family, that he actually knows a whole bunch of people that are playing these games. And so you don't have to be a gamer to make money in a game industry, just like you don't have to be a guy that goes and digs for oil to make money in the oil industry. Just like you don't have to be a guy that knows how to build cars to go and make money in the automobile industry. And so if you're taking notes, it's feel, felt, found. I understand how you feel. You get on the same level with your prospect. You relate. I understand how you feel. I felt the same way. Some of you are here today, don't play games, never spent a dime on a game, and only have a few apps on your phone. I know some of you. And so I understand how you feel. I felt the same way, but I found when I just looked in my network, I have a bazillion people that love to play these games. There are, that I found when I did a little research, that the Apple and the Google Play Store generate $75 million a day. Feel, felt, found. Get on the same level of your prospect and then work with that prospect to show them what you're talking about. We were going to have Jennifer on tonight. Jennifer, Dave, talk a little bit more about Jennifer and some of the success she's having. Again, Dave said, Dave found her. Were you Facebook friends with her or did you find her in a group, Dave?
No, she had actually posted more info on someone else's opportunity.
I'm glad you bring that up. This is what you do, guys. You go in some of these work at home groups. Dave, we used to do this back in the day. Remember what we did was we did the 3-step process, right? We did the, can I ask you a question? And then when they said yes, we asked them the question, which we knew the answer was going to be yes. And so when you go in these groups, rather than blasting your link, this is a big one, guys. Write it down, highlight it, and put it into practice tomorrow. Heck, do it tonight. When you go in some of these work from home groups, work at home moms or MLM groups or whatever it is, scroll through there and look for the person that posts an ad. And it's usually a guy that has a picture of a bundle of money and it says something like, pay one time $20 and earn $62,000 a month. It's usually something like that. And you'll see underneath it 65 comments that say more info, more info, more info, more info. Here's what you know. You know that those people that are asking for more info are in the market. They're looking for a business. They're looking for an alternative income stream. They're looking to make some money. They're looking to work from home. And so what Dave did was he went into a group. He found somebody that was posting a business opportunity. He found a bunch of people that were asking for more info. Jennifer, it's Jennifer Grimes, right? I know she's got a few names.
Right. No, Jennifer Grimes. She's getting married like within a couple of days.
That's what I thought. So he messaged Jennifer Grimes. He sent her an inbox private message, and it was, hey, would you be interested in taking a look at something? It may or may not be for you, but it has to do with apps and games. It's huge, and I just wanted to share it with you. Would you like a video? Guess what? Take it from here, Dave.
That's exactly what it was, and that's the thing. You don't want to say, any more than apps and games. That's the only detail you need to give. But just that, hey, it's pretty cool, and it involves apps and games. Would you be open to taking a look at it? But the cool thing about, so she said yes right away, and she was really intrigued by what I sent her, but and she got on board right away. But the cool thing about her, because I've had several people join because of something like that, but with her, she's not sitting around. She's got so much energy, and she just was like, she caught fire, and she started really going after it and getting a lot of people fired up, and just a really warm and open way of marketing with people, and so she's really attracted a good following. But yeah, that's the key. You know, I see some folks out there, they just kind of are surface dwellers, and you know, they're not really getting that fired up and not taking that much action. But Jennifer is if you get, you know, a chance to watch what she's doing, she's one of those diamonds in the rough as far as leadership, and I'm just really proud of her. But yeah, energy is so key. Another guy with a lot of energy with us is Ryan Daughtery, and you can just tell when you get around people like that, you know, when they have a lot of energy and they take a lot of action. That's who you want on your team, and you know, that's who you're looking for.
Absolutely. And Ryan's another guy that we're going to have on here. Ryan was trying to connect, ran into some technical issues. We'll get that all straightened out for the next training. Folks, we're going to be doing these every Friday. So listen, it's Friday night. I know where you want to be. Some people want to be out doing this. Some people want to be out doing that. I'm going to tell you time and time again, guys, I'm obsessed with your success. Friday night at 10 p.m., I'm going to be right here. We were having a dinner party over at my mom's house, having a really nice time. And you know what? That party had to end because Friday night at 10 o'clock is our training. And so we're going to be dishing out a whole bunch of value. We're going to be empowering you guys and coaching you guys on where to go and what to do. We're not experts. We wake up. I know myself. I wake up every day, and I'm a student of this game. I want to learn. I want to enhance. You know, I'm going to tell every one of you to go and buy this book right now. I don't know if you guys can see this, but it's called GoPro. It says here 7 steps to becoming a network marketing professional. It's written by a guy by the name of Eric Worre. It is 149 pages, including the index contents and the end of the book about the author. 149 pages, and it is it's like the network marketing Bible. You can read it 100 times, and every time you read it, you'll walk away with something new. It's right now, I think you can get it for like $6 or $7. I think he gives it away for free now, and all you have to do is pay for shipping. I know Dave has read this book. I believe it's a must-have. You're in. Although we're not pushing products and we're not selling the potions, lotions, or pills, we are in network marketing. Life is about networking, and this book will help you get to that next level. So personal development is huge. We're going to be sharing more personal development as we go. What else can I say, guys? Like Dave said, just get out there, master the invite. Master the invite. Form relationships with people. We are in a relationship business. We have to be networking. Again, for those of you that are just out posting your links in the groups 10, 15, 20 times a day and are expecting you know, to earn a 6-figure income, it's not going to happen that way. Get plugged in, jump on the lives. You know, if you see people posting, if you see one of your teammates, or if you see somebody that you know is an AMP and you see a notification that they posted something in the group, it takes 2 seconds, click on it, say, hey, this is huge. Hey, join this guy. Hey, jump in. I'm telling you right now, you are so far in the beginning. We are so far at the top of this matrix that when the wave comes and 50,000 people join AMP, they're joining underneath us. They're going underneath us. We are going to see those people start popping in because Jennifer is gonna sponsor somebody in that wave who sponsors 2,000. They're gonna naturally go under one of you. So it's a team effort right now, and it's huge. Ryan had a couple of things he was going to share. Dave, you want to share anything else before we kind of wrap this one up tonight?
Well, if you haven't joined yet,
yeah.
If you haven't grabbed your link yet and you don't know what your username is, you haven't gotten a username, and you're watching this, you need to do it now. Every minute counts. Get your username, get your link, start sharing. There's going to be some inaction out there, but don't Don't be that guy that found out about this great opportunity and then sits on it.
Call to action.
Or girl.
Or girl. So yep, if you're watching this and you're on here and you don't quite know what's going on, listen, if you need help, if you don't know how to set up your account, if your credit card was declined and you think there's an issue, reach out to me, reach out to Dave. We'll get you positioned, we'll get you set up, and we'll get you going. Again, I put a new video. I'd love everybody to go and watch that video. I want to get the views up on that video before it even goes on our capture page. For those of you that haven't liked the Facebook page, aren't following us on Twitter, get on these things. This is all the social media. Social media marketing is where to go. Create for yourself a brand. Plant your flag with us. For those of you that are out working 2 or 3 other businesses, it's almost impossible to build more than one business. And listen, people are following leaders. And so if they see you promoting 3 or 4 businesses, there's a good chance they might not even want to join under you because they are looking for somebody that's going to be able to help them with the business that they're joining, which is AMP. So with that being said, we'll be back on here next Friday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We should have a few more panelists. We'll have a little bit more of an agenda. I'll even take some questions before we have on here. But we'd love to get some feedback. Go ahead and comment on the training. Let everybody know if this was valuable for you. Feel free to share it now that it's live, and keep a lookout. I'm thinking right around high noon tomorrow, 12 Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to go live from the AMP Facebook group. Now, there's only like 40. I don't even know. Maybe there's 100 likes on there right now. I forget where we're at. But you're going to want to share that, and you're going to want to share it with everybody. With that being said, thanks for sticking around tonight. We appreciate you. And if anybody has any other questions, just let us know. I'm going to shut this down.
All right.